many subjects, surged past a line of bodies to get a closer look at the newlyweds as they made an official appearance on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. Elizabeth and Philip waved their thanks to the happy cheers from below.
This week's People cover story honors Queen Elizabeth and husband Prince Philip as they gear up to celebrate their 70th wedding anniversary on November 20th. 70 years. 7 decades later, the couple's partnership remains as strong as ever. Now, sure, the two might be slowing down and relinquishing many of their long-held duties. Prince Philip, for example, who is 96, announced his retirement from public duties in May, while 91-year-old Queen Elizabeth will not be laying the wreath for Britain's fallen soldiers on November 12th, Remembrance Sunday, for the first time in 18 years, allowing her son and heir, Prince Charles, to do the job instead. But a former household staffer tells People, quote, they are just finding their own pace. I think they deserve that. They are in their 90s, people. And as for making their milestone anniversary, they will likely enjoy a quiet family celebration. The former staffer goes on to say, quote, she doesn't want to be showy. They just want to be private about it. The couple's wedding on November 20th, 1947 was the first grand public event in Britain since the end of World War II. Then Princess Elizabeth was just 21 years old at the time, and as the couple recited their vows, 200 million people around the world listened in. This marked the first time the wedding of an heir to the throne was ever broadcast on radio. In 1952, the newlyweds had just welcomed son Charles and daughter Anne when Elizabeth's father, King George VI, died, thrusting his daughter into the role she would occupy for the rest of her long life, Queen. Philip, meanwhile, had to learn how to occupy a public place a few steps behind his wife. He was especially pained when his wife decided that their 4 children, Charles, Anne, Andrew, and Edward, would bear her family name, Windsor, rather than Philip's. But insiders say that overall, Philip's bold confidence has long balanced his wife's more reserved personality, and that balance has been the key to their long, successful union. And according to historian Robert Lacey, who serves as a consultant on Netflix's hit The Crown, while Queen Elizabeth might wear the crown, it is actually Philip who rules the roost. According to Lacey, quote, within the marriage, he was in charge of virtually everything to do with the children, the household, how the royal estates are run. He stamped his authority on the whole family. The couple had to support one another a number of times during the darkest days of their marriage, weathering the divorces of 3 of their 4 children, Windsor Castle's 1992 fire, and Princess Diana's death in 1997. They did that all together. Now today, both the Queen and Philip are enjoying their expanding family, including Prince William and Princess Kate's 3rd child due in April, while also preparing for their inevitable parting. According to a former staffer, quote, they are both deeply religious people and it won't take them by surprise. But for now, they are right by each other's side.